That you absolutely do, because it was an absolute circuit, and eventually, if you have the time to, because it was motorcycle.
And of course, it's the next instalment of Bagnaia versus Martin. The gap now in that lead group yesterday. Row 2 in 4th, ahead of Zen Matani and Shinya Azawa. One man that we did well worth keeping your eye.
Friday's practice. They're all the way from pole position. He'll be hoping to be in that podium.
Away into the circuit this morning on the back.
Your starting grid. It's Pratama on pole for the third. Race 2, as we've mentioned several times, in the next 15 laps.
Absolutely, there was Puertazan had already made his move. Bit of needle there between those fronts. Very, very difficult for anybody to pull away, even a man like that, Veda Pratama, who's been
as long. And then let's get underway for and we're underway for race 2. It looks like it's Matani, I think, who is in third place. He did yesterday as the number 16 rider we mentioned. He'll be hungry for podium.
Throw turn 11 there. Is that opportunity perhaps for the man behind Ojiwara?
One because he knows down the slipstream and he's going to...
Who with Matani that's settled in there? No, it's Puertazan. It's all change. It's impossible action zone. It's going to be frantic there, lap after lap.
Whoa.
Up into turn 4. There's some brave. This, what a lap so far. The leader's changed.
Oh, that's close.
Deary me.
On the number 14 with Pratama just behind him. Again on the number 7, the number 2 just behind him. Takahira on the number 9. As we start lap 3 here, it's Adaki off long. Takahira then sets the fastest lap of the race. This is going to change lap by lap, corner by...
On the race leader, Adaki, there goes what he's done. Azawa now up into 4th.
Pulling out the slipstream, up the inside of Adaki, thinks better of it.
He was leading a race, but not for long. Look at this, Puertazan with
Adaki just getting wide, coming back onto the racing line, and Pratama was hanging it around the app racing as Adaki leads going through turn 10. This is the kink at turn 11 around, keeping it nice and clean. Adaki good on the...
Across the line, riders were able to edge clear, and all 4 other riders around them. At races previous as well, having it that way at all.
Yeah, the good thing for Pratama is he's got a 55-point buffer in the championship. When he crossed the line yesterday, as they go 3 abreast again down, remember those 2 are the top 2 in the championship. Pratama is going to take a 2 for 1. Down number 14, Matani sticks in 3rd place. Ogiwara knows that there's plenty left to go. We saw this, quite frantic, quite busy, everyone trying to jostle the hands of the riders who are chasing in the lower ends of the top 10. In fact, just looking down at timing screens, as ours dropped to the top sort of 5 or 6 there on our timing screens as we cross the line 10 at the inside at turn 5. But
yeah, Zawa will just be a little bit concerned.
The brakes, gets into P1, Azawa hanging it around the outside, then Adaki just...
Wide and handsome there. Who was that? The number 15 of Fadilla, who was certainly taking the car park route.
That Pratama on the number 7 machine is back up...
Trying to make a break for victory here. He's stretching out this leading group. It's as separated as we've seen throughout this race so far. Bells are going to be ringing here. Pratama almost half a second.
Calm. Adaki now up into 2nd place, into push and starting to break clear. Across the line, it was down to 4/10, so he lost a 10th, did Pratama, on that final lap that we just seen. The circuit just lends itself for slipstream. It's very, very difficult when riders are on the same machinery. That's a little bit too close for comfort between Adaki and Pratama.
Absolutely, and take the lead away from him. Sit in for the rest of this race, understanding that...
Maybe even half a second to break turn 4 wouldn't have cost him too much time, maybe a 10th or 2, but even so, even with clean air, the riders were able to just use the slipstream, keep it nice and steady as Pratama runs in a little bit too hot down at turn 12, so just...
Had that failed breakaway attempt as brace.
So what lead group have we got? We've got a lead group of 7. We had a lead group of 5 yesterday. This is exactly what we can expect to see in the remaining. Across the line is Adaki just from Pratama. Pratama pulling out the slipstream. Is he going to make a move down in turn 1? I'd be surprised unless he...
As a result, he's the favourite to hit the front here, but Puertazan, fair play on the brakes as well, but he does run wide on the exit of turn 3, which gives Pratama an opportunity to hit the front once more, which he does.
Oh,
this is
careful,
tight
careful,
here.
careful.
Pretty much put him on the grass there, which he cannot do. Big moment as well, the front 10 bobble through turn 4. And as a result, the champion do that. That is unacceptable. And then he was...
Oh,
massive
big
crash!
Wow.
Massive crash!
Of Matani. But yeah, huge crash. 7. Adaki leads the way from Pratama. Takahira, Pratazan, hopefully will high side out of contention then and fall well. Fingers Ogiwara, Pratama and Takahira.
The championship lead who has recovered from that big moment. Halved almost instantly down the kilometre long back turn 7, but looks as
quickly things can change. That's a little bit too close for comfort again between Aksi and Pratama. He's getting a little bit feisty out there. All the riders hungry to win. Pratama, his time to potentially win that title. A long way to go though. 3 and a bit laps to 3 laps to go here in race.
Hit the front and he's trying to stretch out his lead. It's full there. Pratama
again, but they just need to box clever, as you say, Jack. Round turn 3 we go. All keeping it clean down there. The 3 and fire it up. The next of your screens, riders okay. That is fantastic. But great news, riders okay.
Now, 2.5 laps remaining. Pratama to stop Pratama from Aksi. Did look pretty racy in that final sector there. He's going to be trying his level.
If Aksi gets a good run out of turn 1 to nothing.
Just look how late on the brakes Veda Pratama was there. He was 8 laps remaining, and still Pratama that's leading the way. Aksi chasing him.
He led the way on the last lap yesterday and finished P5.
Pratama was on the brakes last time around, and once again, he is the superior.
Radars onto the race victory.
Once but twice. Pratama, the outside, and not allowed him a chance whatsoever, but is this the chance now for Aksi? No way through. No way through. Somehow Aksi holds on.
It's all going to come down to turn 12 once again. Aksi leading the way. Pratama in second place, and the home hero, number 20 of Pratama, in third place. Aksi takes the inside line. Pratama late on the brakes. Pratama trying to hang it around the outside. Pratama cuts the inside, and Pratama's going to win. What a move on the final lap. What a win for Veda Pratama. Expertly done at turn 12, and the number 7 is a winner for the 6th time in 2023 and takes a huge leap toward 181.74 now the lead, heading to Malay to P5 at the final corner, but no mistakes were made this time around.
To execute it magnificently and take victory for the 6th time this season.
Yeah, champions victory that was from Pratama, to say the least. Aksi chucked it up the inside at turn 9. We didn't see that yesterday. Aksi making a good move up turn 9. Probably caught Pratama a little bit by surprise. Step once again, but to have a double podium in front of your home. To this point here, the number 7, Aksi. This was a great move, to be fair to Aksi. Up the inside at turn 9. Ran Pratama a little bit wide. Gets it a little bit out of shape, does Aksi. That cost him the run through turn 10 into 11. But he still led the way. Went defensive, but this was the final corner.
Well, if there are any T-shirt printing businesses in Indonesia, I think they might be pretty busy over the next couple of weeks. All Veda Pratama needs now in the next 4 races is to finish 9th in all of them. And he needs his chief championship rival, Pratama, I think it is, that moves up to 2nd, to win all 4 of the races. To put that into context, he's finished off the podium just once all season. That was yesterday when he finished 5th. He's won 6 races, safely say, to get those T-shirts printed.
Yes, Ogiwara and Takahira is 1 hand and 4 fingers away, but it lived up to expectations and more. In time, he's finished 2nd this year. 4 podiums in a row now for Ayman Aksi. But 2023 does belong to Veda Pratama, a star in the making.
National anthem now becoming synonymous with the Asia Talent Cup. The good news is